It is very different when you examine God's rule for the family, God's rule for the individual, and matters that touch relation between men and women. They are not subject to human opinion. Otherwise, we are like those students of mathematics who got answers which a good professor cannot accept because they accuse the professor of being judgmental. Oh, Lord, help us. You don't want arithmetic then. So we cannot also change what we believe, nor the constitution of the church, nor the 10 commandments, nor let us say that Christ made the church and he made bishops and they are to be men. Now, the church has no power to change that.
Dear His Eminence Francis Cardinal Arinze, you do not have the right to kick against the Pope. You do not. You must do what the Pope says unless you want to be excommunicated from the church or you want to leave the church. But insofar you are in communion with the church, you have to obey the Vatican. You have to obey the Holy See. When I told you that Oka is not our own, church is not our own. When I told you priests to leave, when I told the Catholics to leave and stay on your own, you offered me. You all attacked me 3 years ago. Mbembidoro, this my ministry. You all broke shame me. You all told me all sort of things. You all saw my mother on the road and started telling her things about me. You all planned to put or sow the seed of discord in my home. You all attacked me. But anyway, I forgive you all. I forgive you because my only happiness right now is you people are seeing what is happening now. Everything I said before, it on the play, it on the show. They are now happening. I told you that this is not Mbise Catholic Church. This is not Obo Catholic Church. This is not Mbano Catholic Church. This is not Sokoto or Adamawa or Akwa Ibom Catholic Church. This is not Lagos, Ogun, Ghana, Cameroon Catholic Church. This is Roman Catholic Church. So in Doche Kolia, in Doche Hajelia, you cannot be more Catholic than the Pope. You cannot tell another man how to run his business. You are bound in conscience because you took 3 oaths: the oath of poverty, the oath of chastity, and the oath of obedience as a priest. So you are bound to obey the Pope. Okay? You are bound. It is their own. You can say Kanye. Polygamy. I'm not holding briefs for anyone. I'm not trying to defend anything. But our ancestors thought it wise that since and women have a shorter period of time for production, and one man can even pregnant hundreds of women. A man can even give birth to a child after he dies. They say, okay, let us to continue procreation so that our tribe, our population will not go extinct. They say, okay, you can marry several women. And now, to say, to brainwash our women, that our women now hate polygamy. Now, you that came and said polygamy is a sin, you are not bringing Ikpo-Ntu. And when we talk, you say Chukwu Kurie, Chukwu Delia. That's your Chukwu now sing it for 1, 2. I don't see the reason why you don't want to fall into. You are making mention of mathematics. Arithmetic is not church doctrines. Arithmetic is static. The law of gravity, for example. Science, physics, chemistry are static. Whatever goes up must come down. The law 2 + 2 is equals to 4. But the church can decide to change its laws. You are also talking about the 10 commandments. You know for sure that the church takes her doctrines not only from scripture. The church uses scripture. The church uses oral tradition. That means the stories that change, that we are passed on from generation to generation through words of mouth, just like our ancestors did. We also have dogma. Dogma, we hear so you do not have the right to say scripture. It is not only from the scripture that the church took or takes her doctrines, the burial and thanksgiving is in the Bible. Is burial and thanksgiving in the Bible? It's not in the Bible. Those are the dogma of the church. All those na virgin remains and she gave birth and she remains a virgin. Mary ever virgin. That is the dogma. It is not in the Bible. Okay, the one that is in the Bible, the 10 commandments you're talking about, haven't you kicked against you shall keep the Sabbath day holy? Number 3, keep the Sabbath day holy. The Sabbath day is Saturday, but right now, on Sunday. So you have kicked against the commandments. So you should not use the commandment. Homo honor commandments. So why are you quoting the 10 commandments? Homo honor 10 commandments. Did God mention anything about Ikpo-Ntu na 10 commandments? So why are you saying that the law of God cannot be changed and all that? But let me shock you them all. The law of your God can be changed. The law of Jesus can be changed because Jesus gave the apostles power to change the law. He gave them power to do and undo. He gave them power to speak and act on his behalf. Let me go with me to the scripture. In Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew, Ozioma Matthew chapter 16, verse 18 to 19. I'll say and I read, and I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock, Peter doesn't mean rock. You call Peter Okute. Peter doesn't mean rock, but he called Peter the rock, just like me. Sixtus, you are the lion of the tribe of Mbise. It doesn't mean Sixtus means lion, okay? Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell, of Hades, shall not overcome it. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you lose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Okay? So he gave Peter the authority to do and undo, to even change the laws of the church. Whatever you bind on earth, in your bula, in your bula, ekele abu n'eluigwe. Ihe ọbụla ịkpọrọ abụ n'elu ụwa, akpọrọ abụ n'eluigwe. Whatever you say it is sin, it is sin. That is why the church came and said abortion is a sin. There's nowhere the Bible mentioned abortion. And I mean abortion in the Bible. No. But the church said now it is a sin. For oka. His Sunday, that is a sin according to the CCC, the Catechism of the Catholic Church. Living the mass, dodging mass on Sundays, that's nothing is the cause without any proper, excuse. So Christ gave Peter the right to change and unchange. That is why right now you can see here the Pope comes out and writes an encyclical and gives the dogma and says something, and the Pope can come and say, okay, no longer 7 sacraments, we will have 8 sacraments. The Pope can say, okay, burial can be the 8th sacrament. The Pope can come and say, no more joyful mystery, sorrowful mystery, glorious mystery, and the mysteries of light. Let's add one more, the mysteries of death. After all, we had only 15 decades of the rosary, but now we have 20. So he gave the bishop, the Pope, the right to change every law. And once change so if you disobey the Pope, you are disobeying Christ. Hope you know. But at the same time, if you obey the Pope now, disobey the government, you are disobeying the government. Yeah, because your own Bible told you in Akokopoljas of the Grande Romans 13 verse 1, all say everyone must submit himself to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. So if you all want to that means you are risking 14 years imprisonment because if I see a report na can the police, but you are right now blessing them. So I couldn't say, oh no, between the devil and the deep blue sea. When soon for that una must Ikpo-Ntu. In fact, let me shock you them all. This is the worst shocker. Right now, I have become back a full member of the Catholic Church. I will write to the Pope and tell him that in the Africa Church Ikpo-Ntu, I'll tell him to give me allow kamne daha in the natural Ikpo-Ntu now submit to Rome. If not, I got you from the church. You must Ikpo-Ntu because when I told you that he will no fail, I will his way. You have watched when I told you that uno fail more idol. You said it's a lie. You insulted me. You broke shame me. Now it is my turn to laugh at you. Unga Ikpo-Ntu. Unanyash don't delete.